I got a question last week pertaining to being married with one spouse in school full time and the other one working full time. This particular person wanted to know some tips and tricks to making better financial decisions today while they're on this situation. Now, obviously, it's tough. I understand that with only one income coming into the household to put money away and to pay down debt. So, here are my thoughts and a few ideas for you. First off, I want you to keep in mind that this is not forever, the situation that you're in. This is a short term sacrifice that you're choosing to make today as a couple to hopefully create a better financial future for you and your family. So it's okay to put off some of the things that you think you should be doing today, such as being debt free or saving for your future or your kids' future. So be confident in the choices that you're making today to further your education. Have this be part of your plan for your family's future financial independence. The good news is you still have one income coming into the household, and that when you have two sources of income coming in the future, your financial life should get much easier if you are responsible today. That being said, I want you to be very careful right now with how you spend your money and the lifestyle that you live and the habits that you create. Now, while you're on this one income, you need to keep two pairs of eyes, the both of you guys, on the budget. So, what I want you to do as a husband and wife, sit down, find out financially where you spend your money, how it makes you happy. So, use the money as a tool today to give you freedom or flexibility or create time in your lives that you can enjoy each other's company. Now, also, I want to say that technically students are broke. Students are poor. We all know that. I was in school, and when I was in school, it was nothing for us to say, we can't go here, we can't go there, we can't do that, we can't do this because we're broke. We don't have money to do it. So I want you guys to know that today it's okay to say those things like, hey, we can't do that because we can't afford it. One of us is still in school and we don't have the income to be able to do that. So remember, students are poor and it's okay to say no to things because you can't afford it. This brings me to my next point, which is live within your means and understand what a need versus a want is today for you guys. So as a student, you probably have some student loans, which is fine. These are designed for your education, so just make sure that you're not abusing those into buying things that you want today. The other thing I want you to understand is a need versus want on the vehicles that you drive. That's a huge expense that you can incur. Make sure you get a vehicle that gets you to point A to point B and not the brand new Tahoe, the shiny car that you can park in the driveway. The other thing that you might have to do is maybe only go out to eat once a week instead of 3 nights a week. Now, today it's going to be very important for you to establish good financial habits that you can carry into the future when both of you have incomes coming in. So, some practical takeaways for you would be the first one, do not run up credit card debt. The second one, if the working spouse has some student loans, go ahead and pay the minimum on those for now. And I want you to put off updates to the houses or cars until you have two sources of income. And I want you to manage the budget as a couple. Focus on what's important to you and how your money can make you happy today. And don't put your wants on payments. Don't be afraid to say, no, we can't afford this or we can't afford that. One of you in school and students are broke. Now, it's very important for you to manage this one income day today down to the penny. So I want you to plan, and plan some more together when and how you're going to spend your money as a household. Now, it is just as equally important that you do not splurge as a second spouse gets a job and you have two incomes coming into the household. When the second income hits, it would be very, very easy and very, very tempting for you guys to upgrade the house, the cars, the wardrobe, everything in your lives and put it on a payment plan. Do not do that. This is a cycle that most of us as Americans get caught into. Just because your income doubles does not mean your spending habits need to double. As the second spouse gets married, or as the second spouse in the marriage gets a job, of course you can increase some of your spending. You've earned the right to do that after all. So go ahead and upgrade a few of the things in your life. Just be responsible. Remember, money is meant to be enjoyed. Don't become a slave to money. Now, I would encourage you to develop a plan as that second income hits with how are we going to spend some of it today, pay off debt, and also save for our future. So have a plan in place once that second income hits on how it's going to be spent. Then in closing, my goal with all of my clients is to live your best life today and spend as much money as you can while still being responsible and saving for your future. So in my book, I give some tools to how to do that. So I want you guys to sit down, Figure out how you're going to spend your money today that'll make you happy, and then plan when the second income hits on how that money's going to be spent and how you can start saving for your future and paying down your debt at that point in time.